Hey guys, it's time for another one of my non-gaming videos. It's another top 10, and well, it's a top 10 of the fictional items that I would like to have in real life. And this first one is the Omnitrix from the Ben 10 series. And it's really because of the fact that with the Omnitrix, not only does it prove the existence of aliens, one of the aliens can turn back time, and another one can also, if you can agree with the two other voices that help you control the alien, you can reform the universe. The reason why this isn't number 1 and only number 10 is because there are much more efficient things than this for doing that. And speaking about that, number 9 is Dr. Emmett Brown's time machine. That is because, and the reason why this is higher than the Omnitrix is because the alien that has power over time, I had said it can only turn back time. But of course, Dr. Emmett Brown's time machine, you reach 88 miles per hour, you can either go forwards or backwards in time. There's also the drawback that the alien that can turn back time is super slow. Number 8 is the Spirit of the Oracle of Delphi. This is, of course, because of the fact that who doesn't want to have, their fortune told and stuff. And hey, you can see my reflection in this glasses. That's pretty cool, I guess. And number 7 is Excalibur. Well, this is the sword of King Arthur. Who doesn't want the sword of King Arthur? And then number 6 is any of Dr. Edgar Zambos's machines. And by Edgar Zambos, I'm talking about the main villain of the Plants vs. Zombies series. Number 5 is Hades' Helm of Darkness. And the reason why this is because of the fact that, well, it's technically the weapon of a god. And it can make you with it, you can turn invisible. Make sense? Number 4 is a Pokeball. Of course, most of you guys know that I'm a fan of Pokemon. And, well, with this, it shows that Pokemon are real. Because you can't have a Pokeball without Pokemon. And by a Pokeball, I mean a functioning Pokeball. And then, of course, but the reason why this is in number 1 is because of the fact that there is some better stuff ahead of it. Number 3 is the Master Bolt. Zeus's Master Bolt. And the reason why this is number 3 is because who doesn't want the weapon of the king of the gods? Number 2 is Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. And, well, the reason why this is number 2 is because, well, by owning if you can lift the hammer, which of course if you own the hammer, you would inevitably be able to lift it. And that means that if you are able to lift it, you are worthy to rule Asgard. Which means that you own 1/9 of the known universe. And then number 1 is Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity Stones included. The reason why this is number 1 is because with it, you can make everything else on this list exist. Yeah. You can also reshape the whole entire universe. You can travel through time. You can control minds, I'm pretty sure, with the Mind Stone. Don't know, don't quote me on that. But of course, it is called the Mind Stone. So you would think. But yeah, this is, of course, this, as soon as I'd originally put Mjolnir at number 1 and Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet at number 2, but then I realized that the Infinity Gauntlet is much better. So that's going to be it. Oh no, wait, let me get to some honorable mentions. The Doors of Death. The reason why they aren't on this list is because you have to be in the underworld for them to be transported, for you to use them. I didn't come prepared with honorable mentions. Number 2, Poseidon's Trident, because if you have the Trident, you are technically, if you have the Trident, you can pretty much have control over the sea. But of course, with the Infinity Gauntlet and all of this other stuff, you could technically have the control over the sea. I guess also, nothing else really. So that's it for now. Goodbye.